I got a late start this morning because I had a life to attend to, but there's a suspender ring. So that's the first signal today out of this hole. They've got some, I think they may have planted some cane and billets here, but I'm not going to disturb any of that. But at any rate, checking this out, just doing a little scouting today, see what we're going to come up with. All right, catch you in a bit. Well, people think that silver rings high no matter what, but a small fragment of silver can ring pretty low. Most people would throw that away as a piece of can, but I just have a hunch. Let me get a little water on this and see if it has any design. I think that's maybe a little piece of silver. You always got to figure it out, you know. If silver is small and it sounds better than its size would indicate, then it's probably silver instead of aluminum. But let's see what this is together here. I'll be right back. Okay folks, that is definite silver. There's a design there. I bet it's half of the face of a silver cuff link. But it could really be anything. Until I find more of it, I won't know. But awesome. All right, keep digging. Whoa, now that's getting my blood pumping. That is a pewter spoon bowl. And that is a sign of some very early stuff happening here. So I am super pleased about that. That scallop design is Georgian. Wow. All right, well, cool. Well, it's either a faucet handle or a sword quilling. It's a faucet handle. Well, yep, faucet handle. I like it though. This would make a nice coat hook, huh? Don't you think? Screw it into a board and put your hat or coat on it. Well, as soon as I collect enough of them, that's what I'm gonna do. Hey baby, want a spoon? That has seen better days. Big spoon. Well, my friends, that looks like a bullet. Looks like it's Civil War sized. Yeah, it is. That is Burnside. Yep. Awesome. Cool. Heck yeah. Back at it. Hey, crusty aluminum thimble. Crusty, rusty, crusty. Nope, not silver. Eaten up by ground action. Silver would not be eaten up. Somebody's out here hunting. All right, back at it. Well, I don't know what in the world that is. A Civil War grappling hook. No, I'm just kidding. No clue. It's weird. Sounded good. If anybody knows, drop a comment below. And here is a hinge from a folding boxwood ruler, wooden ruler. So pretty cool. Some of these also had kind of sliding calipers in there. Sometimes you get those pieces too. All right, neat relic. Back at it. Well, here's one of those relics that not a lot of people know what it is. That's a piece of a suspender, and it's a weird patent type, post-Civil War, late 1800s. It had, I think, 3 of those things. Almost looks like a pulley underneath, like a saddle type piece. And there was, they were all hooked together to tighten the suspenders. So that's a piece of a suspender buckle, late 1800s. Back at it. Got a fiddleback spoon handle. More eating utensils here. This dirt is hard on here. Let's see if there's any letter there, but there's the design. These are fairly common, mid-1800s. Got another suspender ring here. I'm hoping for something really good, but haven't found it yet. All right. Well, folks, I think I have another Civil War bullet here. Maybe another Burnside. That's interesting. Everything else in here is newer, but it's hard to tell what that is, but it's definitely period. Yeah, I think I see the rings there. I think that's probably a plow smack Burnside if I had to guess. I almost think there's some cavalry troops in this field, or at least passing through. Huh. Well, that's not what I expected to find here, but that's definitely cool. All right. Well, folks, I may be walking into some sort of a site here. That's a mini ball. It's all kind of chewed up, and it's got, the dirt is really clinging to these things because it has not rained here in like 5 million years. But that's some sort of a bullet. Wow. Yeah, aside from that pewter spoon, there hasn't been anything super old. Everything else has been late Victorian, so it's not a site that I would really give much time to, but that's got my attention. All right, let's keep going. Well, folks, that's not a shape that anybody expects to see when they're out digging. It looks like a turtle. That's really weird. I bet it's some sort of a brooch, but it's hard to tell. It's gonna be fun to clean up, whatever it is. That's weird. It really does look like a turtle. All right, back at it. Well, I think I got a key, brass key. It's kind of a short, stubby one. Huh. Cool. I love that. Well, things have slowed down here a little bit. No more bullets. I'm kind of walking towards this sugar cane over here, and I think, you know, the bullets have kind of increased on this side, so I'm thinking maybe that there's going to be some more there somewhere in that cane once it gets cut. But I like this key. All right, back at it. Well, I got this fine on lockdown. This little baby coil I use here in the iron, it likes to overload and squeal. So every overload signal I lift the coil, and that one sounded good. It wasn't like a big piece of iron I had to dig out and clear. So yeah, that fine's on lockdown. Well, it's either a tacoed 1 real, or that's a tax token. My guess is tax token. Yeah, probably. Yep. You can tell from the edge. Yep. I knew since it was just plain like that and super lightweight that I could just rub it. Yep, Louisiana tax token. I will straighten that and give that away as a prize on my channel, because somebody doesn't have one in their collection and would like that. All right, back at it. Hey everybody, it's time for the finds wrap up. I found a lot of stuff. It just wasn't a whole lot of expressly good stuff. But I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to ID everything, you know, as per normal as we go, and it'll show you, you know, what that's all about. I was pretty thrilled about this butt plate from a musket. I'm sure that the rest of that is in there somewhere, just waiting for it to be found. This piece is actually, people say, oh, they're girdle cinches for a horse, they're coffin handles and so forth and so on. Yeah, the mind races and makes up all kinds of garbage when IDing relics, but none of that's true. These are actually handles, wrought iron handles, or cast iron handles rather, from a boiler or wash basin, basically. You know, they're copper-bodied 19th century items. So take a look. Anyhow, that's what that is. And then a piece of a padlock face here that's got a keystone design in the center. And I think there was a lock company that was either in Pennsylvania or had that as their design. I know that was on saws as well. So that's probably like 1890s. These real flat panel brass locks are like 1890s, 1900. Frame and Company, US Lock Company, and so forth. A horse ring. This is from a curry comb. You can always tell because they have iron attachments. Sometimes they're still attached. But these are brass pieces from a curry comb. Here's an example. Then we have parasol runners. This cool cast piece. It's kind of interesting. It was obviously meant because of these grooves in here. It was meant to twist or turn. Had to crank something. Top of a pocket watch. I wonder if that's like maybe a piece of a powder flask spout or top rather. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it anyhow. Keyhole scutcheon from a smokehouse lock. Then down here we have a flattened spout of some sort that's made of pewter or tin. Pieces of silverware. This is the hinge from the folding ruler, boxwood ruler. Some sort of a cute little ornate buckle, clothing buckle I'm assuming, silver plated. Suspender rings, various horse buckles of varying sizes and functions. I'm assuming that this is probably a sash weight of some sort, or a hem weight rather. I'm assuming that that design there in the center, which is not normal. Normally you see two semicircles, but there's also a square kind that has two semicircles. But this is not a style I've seen before, but I'm assuming it's the same purpose. It's the same size. So probable hem weight there. Then this item, I have no idea what that is. Sprinkler head, sprayer nozzle, I don't know. It's got holes here in each one of these things, like something came through it. I wonder if it was like a sprayer head from a early piece of farming machinery or similar. No idea. Anyhow, so then over here we have our tax tokens. I straightened this one out. It was bent. Louisiana tax tokens, 1930s. Aluminum buttons, Prosser buttons. Up here we have some reeds. It's a harmonica reed. That is probably a flutina or concertina reed. These lead jobs here may actually be a part of a longer accordion reed. That's the old style of Hohner accordion. Got a pewter spoon handle, suspender clip pieces, brass lock, some aluminum items, thimble, and two religious medallions. A couple of bullets. I got this. That is a valve from a 1930s or early 1940s V8 flathead by Ford. Pretty cool. That looks like this in the parts diagram. And then Civil War bullets. This cool turtle pin that was like some sort of a cloisonne brooch at one point in time. The little tiny piece of silver, pretty cool. And the key. So those are the finds. I'm pleased with that. Catch y'all in the next.